A 1, 2, 3, 4. My oars touch the water. There's stars in the sky, paddling on Loch Hyne on a cool August night. Black ripples light up every time we touch down. Creatures sparkle with each stroke, laughter all around. Skipperine in summer, an Irish serenade. The Milky Way and Orion shine like the tiny beings living in the lake. We glide to the other side. There's musicians waiting there with violins and guitars. They sing in a sweet air. It feels like fairies are tagging along, flying through the evening while the band plays a song. Skipperine in summer, an Irish serenade. The Milky Way and Orion shine like the tiny beings living in the lake. As above, so below, light and darkness dance. The boat glides faster, rowing slowly, like life that happens while we make other plans. My oars touch the water. There's stars in the sky, paddling on Loch Hyne on a cool August night. Skipperine in summer, an Irish serenade. The Milky Way and Orion shine like the tiny beings living in the lake. The Milky Way and Orion shine like the tiny beings living in the lake. All right, I'm Janet Feld, and this is my friend Esther Friedman, and we are so excited to be here, and we're delighted to have been invited by Bob Crownfield to come perform here today. And we're getting excited because not only do we get to play here together today, but also on Tuesday, November 30th, that's a week from Tuesday, we're going to be at Club Passim in Harvard Square. And
come join us after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so you'll be recovering from all that turkey-induced tryptophan and maybe some, hopefully not, but maybe if you have some family drama, you can come over to Club Passim and
we'll try to
relax, and we'll be your antidote.
Yeah. We'll try to distract you.
All right, so we're going to play one of Esther's songs now.
Bear with me here. This is my love song for Boston. I moved to Boston in 1989 from the Midwest. Very different place, the Midwest.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. I had no idea I would still be here in 2021. I think that's all I'm going to say about that. I just, I love Boston, and this is a little bit about that.
What? A 2. A 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dear Boston, where do I begin? 30 years ago, my wandering soul stumbled eastward. You took me in. Heartland girl in a hard-ass town. You booted my car as your snow fell down, falling down. Dear Boston, other cities follow a grid. Your cowpaths twist, many turns were missed as your road signs all hid. Crawling past the brownstones on one-way streets, from the Fenway to the north end on cobblestone or concrete. I should hate you, but I don't. I should leave you, but I won't. Boston, dear Boston, I rode the red line from end to end, wandered all your squares, heard buskers everywhere, and toasted Beantown with new friends. The Longfellow Bridge and your Irish pubs, Sitco sign and the Seaport Hub. I couldn't afford you, but I fell in love, oh Boston. I should hate you, but I don't. I should leave you, but I won't. Boston. Boston, you're where friends became family. Boston, you're tough, but you take care of me. God damn you, Boston. You are ambitious and cold. Your people too guarded, your winters too long. And I love you so. I should hate you, but I don't. I should leave you, but I won't. Boston. I'm home.
All right. I just love that song. So I guess this is going to be the location section of the set list. So and I grew up around the Boston area and lived out in Western Massachusetts for many years, and then came back because I couldn't help it. But a few years ago, my husband and I went on our honeymoon to Paris. Isn't that an excellent sentence? And
What a shame. My heart's breaking for you.
Oh, we had to go to Paris. And this is a song that, sometimes you agonize for months over songs, and this one just really popped through the ether. We were sitting in a cafe having some dinner, and
My heart is still breaking for you.
I know. Actually, this cafe was so sweet. It was right near we had just been to the museum, and we went and we were having this sweet little dinner in this little cafe, and the waiter comes to, they have the handheld processing card processing machines that wait people use these days, and so my husband hands him the card, and he processes the card to pay for dinner, and he pulls it out of the little machine, and then he hands it to me, and he says, "For shopping." So cute.
And you said I couldn't possibly.
No, couldn't possibly. Okay.
Ready?
All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have braved the ever-present long line outside the museum. I have used my prepaid pass to get in faster than the rest. I go down the escalator by a pre-recorded tour, trying to see the Mona Lisa at the Louvre. I am climbing up the marble stairs that lead to the Italian Renaissance artists in a great hall. There are painted saints and saviors from the Middle Ages en route to the Mona Lisa at the Louvre. There are tourists who've been riding on big buses round the city. Now they're crowding with their selfie sticks toward the famous spot. I am pulled into their lane, rushing in the same direction to see the Mona Lisa at the Louvre. I am in her special room. I am finally going to see her, but there's literally 200 people in my way, holding up their smartphone cameras, pressing on the barricade, trying to see the Mona Lisa at the Louvre. But even in this madness, she takes my breath away with her mysterious smile and her eyes that follow me. I take pictures while I can still breathe in the middle of this crowd. I have seen the Mona Lisa at the Louvre. I take pictures while I can still breathe in the middle of this crowd. I have seen the Mona Lisa at the Louvre.
All right, well, let's follow that up with something completely different.
I know. So that's what we've had: Ireland, Boston, and Paris.
Yeah, now it's time to bring everybody's mood down.
All right. Well, what would a folk music set be without some songs that send you right into therapy?
Right. That's my job, to send you right into therapy. Oh, no, my bad. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
So, I'll just say that this song is, it's about the shock of losing a parent. And I wrote it, my dad passed away in 2009, and this rolled out kind of over the course of the year where you hit a birthday and you're like, oh, he's not here, and other holidays or whatever,
all the firsts.
Yeah, all the firsts. So it's called The Stars Took Him Over.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Branches bare, sprouted tiny green leaves. Waning winter ended finally. He asked me about spring from his hospital bed, and I prayed the sun would soon touch his face. but the twilight came, stole him away, and the stars took him over. Chilly rains came and washed summer away. In my dreams on a gray cloudy day, I asked him what to do with the tears I had shed, but his voice was silent as though time had erased any trace of my steadfast soldier, and I railed at the angels who stole him away. When the stars took him over. My bad, I think. Let's start here, right at the bridge. Last night I asked the moon, would you ease the ache in my chest? But the dish had run away with the spoon, and the angels whispered, let him rest. That was the moment I could finally see through eyes another year older, that the angels had passed the torch to me. When the stars took him over, when the stars took him over. Yeah.
I love that song so much. All
What's
right.
next?
All right, what's next? Let's see.
Oh, really?
All right, I'm gonna change tunings for my guitar. For you guys, anyone listening who plays the guitar, this next song, I'm gonna change the tuning of the strings from standard tuning, which is E, A, D, G, B, E, and change it to a tuning called Dadgad. So that the strings are tuned actually just like that, D, A, D, G, A, D. And
Last
it
line.
forms what you would call a D sus4 chord. I've written a bunch of songs in Dadgad. There's something about the sound of it. Sus chords just they just, it's like chocolate for me,
Yeah. Changes the feel, that's for sure.
Yeah.
This is a West Coast song, right, Janet?
It is a West Coast song. I wrote this song with my friend Lauren Solon, and I know him through some real dear friends of mine, music friends of mine, who live in Santa Barbara, California. And since 2008, actually, each year they plan this lovely sort of camping music excursion for a whole bunch of us in Big Sur, California.
Okay, so we've started in Boston.
Oh.
Then we went to Ireland, Paris, France. Now we're on the West Coast.
Now we're on the West Coast. So we were hanging out, and one of our friends that we camp with each year, obviously we didn't go during COVID. So this May we went out for the first time in a couple of years, and It's incredible because everyone had just gotten fully vaccinated, and so we were able to not just see each other but hug, and everybody's like, "I'm not crying, you're crying," because we were so happy to see each other. And but a few years ago, one of our friends decided to run like a little songwriting workshop for the group, and picking names out of a hat, I was supposed to write this song with a particular theme with my friend Lauren. And so we sat there. You could feel really sorry for us, all right, because we were like sitting by the banks of the Big Sur River, under the redwood trees. Sigh, do we have to? And writing this song that we had been assigned. And then Lauren told me a story about his son, who's now in his 30s, but the story took place when his son was like 3.5, 4 years old. And his wife, Linda, came over and also sort of filled in some details as well. And And the chorus of this song, the song is called Real Again, and the chorus of the song, there's like literally one or two words that we tweaked when we were writing it just to accommodate the rhythm and stuff. But the chorus is pretty much word for word what his son said. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Suddenly it's quiet, but that's not his
I was just thinking, why don't we, while I'm in this tuning, let's sing Waves, and then,
Okay.
why don't we then, also, I don't know. I was thinking we shouldn't do Coffee and Beer, but maybe I was wrong.
Well, we either do coffee and beer, or we do Westbound Odyssey or Bridges. We have to swap one out.
Yeah, no, well, I was just, anyway, no, I think we can do both.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, let's do Waves.
All right, let's do Waves, and we can think about it.
Yeah. This is another Janet song, Waves. Is that the full title?
Yeah.
Okay.
One, two, three, I feel a rush of anger, a tsunami out of control. The crest and crash might tear me apart, wondering if I'll ever be whole. When the water hits the sand, I'll see the trash and treasure. Maybe I'll understand the truth in my stormy weather. We're all like drops in the ocean, moving up and down in waves, pulled by the shifting moon, changing every day. I feel an undertow of sadness, drawn down by gravity. If I can stay with the current and trust that I can breathe. When I reach the surface, I will float along with ease. Maybe understand the flow will bring me peace. We're all like drops in the ocean, moving up and down in waves, pulled by the shifting moon, changing every day. Sometimes when I feel this way, I think that it might kill me. But when I just let it be, the feelings teach me. Sometimes when the water's high, it looks like I'm alone. But when it rolls back down, I see the lifeboats. We're all like drops in the ocean, moving up and down in waves, pulled by the shifting moon, changing every day. We're all like drops in the ocean, moving up and down in waves, pulled by the shifting moon, changing every day.
Yeah.
I love singing that with you.
I love singing that with you too. Funny how that works. All right. So the question is,
Well, let's. Here's what
we're
is what I'm
changing
gonna
our
say.
set list. Everybody.
That's my fault. I'm just thinking like,
Yeah.
I don't know. See, I got just feeling a little reckless, Esther, and I'm glad you're kind of taking this reckless ride with me here.
Okay.
Because I was thinking like, let's sing Bridges, and then let's sing Buddha, and then let's do Westbound Odyssey, and then maybe end with coffee and beer.
Okay. All right.
See, isn't that good to end with coffee and beer?
I can always advocate for more coffee and beer. So. As you will hear.
So, for many, many years, both Esther and I have been performing solo, here in the Boston area, doing some traveling around the country. And last summer, we were just hanging out and having a little fun little pick and circle. And we were just talking about how it's just more fun to play music with other people. And I had booked a couple of house concerts in the area for the summer. And so with the host's, the lovely host's permission, Esther did these gigs with me, and we've just been having so much fun. So again, when Bob invited me to come here today, I was like, can I bring Esther?
And I'm glad she did.
So we hope that you guys are having as much fun as we are, because we're having a blast over here.
Yeah. Trust me, this is a lot more fun with someone else. The tuning is a little much today. I'm sorry, guys, but I don't know. My instruments are rebelling today. Are yours?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's because it's so humid outside. The humidity just can really.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to live with this. So now, since I'm thinking locations, this song brings me back to the little town I live in now, North Reading, outside of Boston, to the Ipswich River Park, which is a place that helped me make a pretty significant decision in my life. And the song is called "Some Bridges Should Burn."
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
Are you moving? Uh-oh.
I was starting a different song. Okay, sorry. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dawn reached through the dark into my room and shook me awake. My feet walked to the park. I stood alone and watched the night fade. The sun rose above the trees, bearing down on a choice that I set yourself free. Some bridges should burn, a lesson learned with kerosene and matches. Some bridges should burn, burn them down to smoke and ashes.
Yeah.
What are we doing now?
I know, since I screwed up the whole set list. All right, let's do Buddha.
Oh, Buddha. Okay.
So this is another one that I was this friend of ours he was a mutual music friend of ours posted a picture of the dashboard of his car up on Facebook, and it was a picture of this little plastic Buddha, and the Buddha is drinking a cup of coffee and talking on the telephone. And I was up in the middle of the night, couldn't sleep. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, when you have so much perspective. And I had the laptop on my chest, and I'm like typing, you know. And so I type in the comments, you know, who's the Buddha talking to? And as soon as I typed it in, like, this song kind of came in whole. And so then I'm typing that in, and then fell asleep for a couple of hours after I'd finished channeling the lyrics through to my computer. And then the next morning just had to figure out what key it was in. It's in C.
Ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's the Buddha talking to? He's talking on the phone. Who's the Buddha talking to? He's talking on the phone. Jesus, Moses, Joan of Arc, and Muhammad too must be sharing deepest thoughts with him this afternoon. Could be Lao Tzu talking all about the Tao Te Ching, or Lilith on the stars and the phases of the moon. Oh, who's the Buddha talking to? He's talking on the phone. Who's the Buddha talking to? He's talking on the phone. Throughout time, when the prophets were called to lead, they took a leap of faith with no guarantees. Every time, every one of them questioned the divine, then chose to show us how to walk in love and peace. So who's the Buddha talking to? He's talking on the phone. Who's the Buddha talking to? He's talking on the phone. So everyone is worthy to heal someone in need. Every day it can be you who gets to plant the seed. An act of kindness seems so small, but is bigger than the sea. When someone pays it forward, and it ripples endlessly, ripples endlessly, ripples endlessly. Oh, who's the Buddha talking to? He could be talking to you. Who's the Buddha talking to? He could be talking to you. Who's the Buddha talking to? He could be talking to you. Who's the Buddha talking to? He could be talking to you. Could be talking to you. Could be talking to you. Could be talking to you.
All right. It's a good message, right? go from Buddha to Idaho. This is a song from my friend Joel, who might be listening right now in Idaho.
Hi, Joel.
If you're out there, Joel, hi. Joel moved from Boston to Idaho to build a tiny house. But the funny thing is, he cut all the lumber here and packed it in a U-Haul or a Ryder truck, one or the other. I helped him do that. My husband and I helped him pack the Ryder truck, and he hauled the wood to Idaho, which is
It's amazing.
now a tiny house where he lives. So,
Very cool.
yeah. So this is for him.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
The darkest day in December, coldest of the year. Outside hauling lumber, 'cause you're so lit in here. Determined to catch up with it. You know where it is found. Pack the timber in the U-Haul. You are homeward bound. Some say wherever you go, there you are. Sometimes the city don't match the man. So hitch up that lorry to your favorite star. Westward caravan. You can hear the highway humming, it's calling on you to go. Cut the posts in Massachusetts, raise the house in Idaho. Never mind the frozen ground, you can feel it in your bones. The time has come to heed the sound that's calling and pulling you back home. Some say wherever you go, there you are. Sometimes the city don't match the man. So hitch up that lorry to your favorite star. Westward caravan. Load the portraits and the plates and the braces and the beams, baseboard and pink roast. No time to explain what can't be explained. Guided by our soul. Some say wherever you go, there you are. Sometimes the city don't match the man. So hitch up that lorry to your favorite star. Westward caravan.
Oh, cool.
Ready?
I love doing that.
It's fun for me too. All right, this is our last one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do one more song. And, very often when I see someone, when I haven't seen them since before the pandemic or talked to them since before the pandemic started, I always feel like I should preface any, inquiries about how they are with, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how did you enjoy the play?
Well,
So anyway, I thought that would. So I guess a good setup for Esther's.
Tee off. Yes, it was a rough year, right, for everyone?
Yeah, just a little.
And just to give you a little context, my husband decided that his pandemic project was going to be learning how to brew beer, and he was very good at it. And so any pandemic weight that I gained was due to his beer. And I also consumed a lot of coffee. So I guess this song was a natural outgrowth of dealing with all the crap we had to deal with throughout this pandemic, which unfortunately is continuing. So I expect to be drinking a lot more coffee and beer. All right, can you count us?
Yes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Investing in testing might be a good idea. It worked well in South Korea and in Algiers. There are tests in Tanzania, but somehow not here. Until we can do it, we'll all muddle through it with a little coffee and beer. Coffee and beer get me through this year. I think I'm too young to die. Since we all have to wait, I inoculate myself with coffee and beer. Second verse.
New Zealand.
Oh, right. New Zealand is feeling its oats and full of pride. It shut down quickly, and what do you know? Most people survive. But it's too late to move there, so I guess I'll just survive and stay in the country where our president did nothing but lie. Coffee and beer get me through this year. I think I'm too young to die. Since we all have to wait, I inoculate myself with coffee and beer. So we shelter at home, waiting on that vaccine. I think I'm gonna pass on the hydroxychloroquine. I have a weird feeling that it might just be a smokescreen. So if I get the sickness, just give me an IV drip and fill it with beer or caffeine. Coffee and beer get me through this year. I think I'm too young to die. Since we all have to wait, I inoculate myself with coffee and beer. Since we all have to wait, I inoculate myself with coffee and beer.
Oy vey!
All right, that's it, folks.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks very much to Bob Crownfield for inviting us to perform today. Thanks to all of you who've been listening, and or maybe you'll be someone who listens in the future to the pre-recorded version. And hope everybody has a safe and happy and delicious Thanksgiving. See y'all later.
See ya. Thanks, Bob.